Well, good morning, gentlemen. Today is a very special day. We officially have spray foam insulation in the house. And I'm really excited. This was the only step of the entire house that I did not do myself. I subcontracted it out. It ended up being cheaper. The company I went with, they were a new startup company from around the area. They were looking for work. I decided to give them a shot, and they did a fantastic job. They had all the right equipment, very professional, very nice, great people. And if you guys don't know about spray foam insulation, it's a relatively new type of insulation. They just spray a foam inside your walls, and in my case, they did the roof as well. And they're going to be coming back in the fall, next fall, or I guess this fall, to do the spray foam underneath the house. They're going to do closed cell foam, which is a watertight seal. So I am a very happy man today. We'll be putting drywall on in the next few weeks, and that'll take me a while because I hate doing drywall. But that's beside the point. Today's video is something I was thinking about. My wife and I were just sitting around. We were burning some limbs up and things like that outside, and just getting it cleaned up around here. It's springtime, so kind of doing a spring cleaning. And you know, I'm so ecstatic that we've come this far in the house build that I started thinking about how hard this is. See, for those of you that don't know, that are new to the channel, we are building this house 100% mortgage-free, debt-free. We are saving up the money, cash as we go. Neither one of us makes a ton of money. I could almost bet that I make less money than most of you. I don't have a fancy corporate job. I'm a blue-collar worker. I work at a factory. My wife, she is a scheduler for home health care. She doesn't make a lot of money, but together we're making this work. And we're building our dream home little bit at a time. You see, I don't talk much about this house on my channel, but I want to talk about it today. Now, before I go any further, I want to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel so far, and the ones that have liked the video, and especially the ones that comment. I love seeing your guys' comments and your feedback. If you would, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and commenting down below. Any comment will do. Let me know who you are, where you're from, have any questions, any insight to anything in the videos. That helps out a lot with getting the word out. I appreciate every one of you, like I said, and I'll let you guys get back to the video. So here you go. To give you guys an idea, what you're looking at now is about the entire size of the house. You see, we have a kitchen over here. We have a bathroom behind that wall. There's a wall separating to go to the laundry room, which is also going to double as our clothes closet. We're going to have a fireplace over here on this side by the back door. And then right here in front of me, where I'm standing, is where the bedroom is. It's going to be just a bed, kind of like a studio apartment. What I'm standing in right now is roughly about 600 square feet. We have a 4-foot porch on each side. The whole structure, I think, is 22 by 24 foot wide. Now, we are already drawing up plans to extend off of the back of the house, the entire width of the house off of the back, to put in a Jack and Jill. So that's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. And then we'll be extending off of this side, going out for our master suite. That will come in the future, though. See, we couldn't afford, and it would take too long to build our entire house. So what we did is decided to break it up. We wanted to build our main part of our house and then build on the additions. See, this house is only 600 square feet as it stands right now. But with the additions that we plan on adding on in the next 3 to 5 years, this house will be a relatively normal sized house sitting at about 13 to 1500 square feet, which I think is the perfect size house for us. It will be 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Now, I'm really proud of what we've done here. You see, I'm not a builder. You see a lot of contractors come on, or people with a ton of building experience come on, and they tell you, you know, oh yeah, you just do this, 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 and this, anybody can build a house. And that's not necessarily the truth. You see, my family has a background in building. My father was a builder, my grandfather was a builder, my uncles are all builders. I am not a builder. I was a farrier by trade before I recently quit that and started working at a factory. So I know a little bit about building. Picked up things here and there, went to the job site with my dad, but I never learned to build. I am doing basically the entire home build off of YouTube. Every time I need something, when I came up to my electrical work, I YouTubed the electrical. I did a lot of research. I was on, I found out that Tennessee follows the National Building Code, of course. So I researched National Building Code, researched how far each one of my outlets should be apart, what type of wire I need to use, you know, basically everything, every little detail. It took me months to get through the rough-in wiring stage, but I got through it. I passed my electrical inspection. Everything you see here is up to code. We aren't doing anything illegally. We have, luckily, in our area and the type of land that we live on agricultural land. So we don't need any of the permits, right? Like home building permits. We didn't have to have a foundation inspection, soil inspections, septic inspections, anything like that. The only inspection we need is electrical. Electrical rough-in and electrical final. Those are the only 2 inspections we need. And we're doing everything as close to code as we can get it. You know, if we accidentally do something out of code, we accidentally do it. But I do a lot of research. And I don't talk much about the house, but I am really proud of it. And that's kind of the theme of this video. I want to encourage everybody that, number one, set some goals, and set some unrealistic goals. See, my original goal for this house was to have it done May of last year. Well, we're in March of this year. So it's been an entire year since I planned on having this house built and lived in. And we're just now getting spray foam insulation and drywall on. So you can see that I set some unrealistic goals. I knew it was going to be very hard to get our electrical done, or get our entire house done at that matter, by last May. But I wanted to try, and that kind of pushed me over the edge to give it a shot. Now, I've set some other unrealistic goals, like every month we sit down and we make goals of what we want to get done. And a lot of times we miss those goals, we miss those deadlines, but we're pushing ourselves to the limits to try and hit that goal. We don't set a goal and be like, you know, if we don't hit it, we don't hit it. No, we try and hit it, okay? We're giving it our best shot. And, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with missing goals. And I feel like every man should be. Strive for excellence. Try and hit your goals. You're not going to hit them a lot of the times if you make unrealistic ones, which is just fine. See, we live in a perfect world. You look at social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all these things, and everybody lives these perfect lives. Everything's perfect in their life. Their job's perfect. Their family's perfect. Their home is perfectly clean. Everything they do perfect. And that's not the case. You can ask any content creator, and pretty much all of them will say that their lives are a mess outside of YouTube. or outside of the content they create, rather. And I can agree that that is our lives. But we're trying, and that's what's important. You see, our goal right now is to have this house finished by the end of May. We want to move in on our anniversary. That's not going to happen. Financially, we can't do it. If we had the finances to back it up, we could possibly be in the house in a month and a half, 2 months. But financially, that's not possible. But we're trying. We're saving every penny, and we're getting as far as we can. I'm hoping to have the electrical done and have lights turned on in this house by the time that our 1-year marriage anniversary comes up. But there's no promises there. You see, a man without plans, a man without goals, is kind of a lost man. If you don't have any ambition in your life, any goals set, it's going to be really hard for you to get anywhere, really. And I'm not saying that you'll be a low life and a loser. I'm just saying you'll kind of feel stuck, and you'll lose your path a little bit, and you'll veer off this way or that way, or you'll see the first shiny thing that comes along and you'll go out and grab it. But you need to have plans. I have a plan of building this house, and it's going to happen. It's not going to happen in the time that I set it to happen. Realistically, this house will probably be done end of summer. But every month I set a goal to get as far as I can, because I want to be in this house and out of that camper that I live in as quickly as possible. It's real eye-opening when you live in a 115 square foot camper and you're building a 600 square foot house. We can fit roughly 4 or 5 of our campers that we're living in now into this house. And that makes me really excited to move into here. I'm ready for it. And I hope you guys are too. Now, one day I might give you guys a tour of the house and the land. And it's not going to be perfect land, okay? We have a beautiful piece of property, but there's also a really ugly single-wide trailer right in front of our house that we need to have removed. We won't have it removed till probably the fall, just because you have to save up money and be able to afford that sort of stuff. But we're always cleaning up our land. We're very proud of where we live. We're always doing something to better the land, and slowly it's coming together. We can't snap our fingers or hire a crew for $10,000 to clean up all the sticks and limbs and burn them. We don't have that sort of money laying around. We're blue-collar workers, just like most of America. So I want you guys to stop watching YouTube videos and thinking that you can live the same life they live. Your life's not going to be the same. I just know that from my own experience, there was a time when I would watch videos on YouTube and see people's lives on social media, and it would intrigue me so much by how happy they were and how much they had, and thinking, wow, I can do that. Like, these people do that. And the reality is, it's very rare that you're going to be able to do exactly what they do. But you can make your own life out of it. If you want to move out into the country, and like we have, and build your own house debt-free, you can. 100%. But I didn't just pack my bags one day and move out here and start building a house, and within a couple months I was living a perfect life and sitting on my front porch and drinking my coffee in the morning and things like that. No, I work late hours at a regular job, just to make enough to pay all of my bills, plus have a little bit left over to come together and do the spray foam. Then my bank account's depleted. Now I have to build it back up and keep paying my bills and all of these life things. And, you know, luckily we don't have a ton of debt like most people do, so we do have that aspect of it. But we had to work hard, and you have to work even harder to stay out of debt. But we'll get there, and you'll get there. I just want you guys to understand that it's not all cupcakes and unicorns. It's hard work. It's dedication. It's whatever you want it to be. It's just not easy. So with that being said, I'm just sitting in my house today, admiring it, because I'm so proud of where we've come. You know, it's a warm day today outside. It's already warmed up quite a bit, and it's actually still really cool inside this house. This spray foam insulation is amazing. It makes it completely airtight. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out as far as air leaking. And I'm just really amazed by how much heat and cool it can hold. And I'm going to keep sitting in here. I might go and make me a cup of coffee and sit in this house and admire it. Sometimes I do that, you know. Sometimes you have to sit back and just admire what you've already done. If you're trying to get out of debt and you pay off one credit card that has a $150 balance, take a minute to admire the fact that you just paid off that credit card, and then tear up that credit card and never use it again. If you're trying to build a shed in your backyard or build a house, you know, save up a little bit of money. You don't have to have the money to do all of it all at once, but save up a little bit, buy what you can, and get as far as you can, and then sit back and admire that. It's really cool watching this house being built. It is really, really cool. You see, I'm not used to seeing houses at different stages like this, you know, with the electrical run or with the spray foam insulation in or just the drywall or finishing drywall. My wife and I were talking about the fact that you really appreciate a home, and she was talking about how she really appreciates the home now that she understands how much goes into it. You see, we just see a roof, walls, and floor whenever we step foot in a house. But what you don't see is all the tiny little details that make the biggest difference. And that's what I like to sit back and appreciate. So if you have goals, chase after them, but don't expect perfection. You'll get nowhere expecting perfection. Just get as far as you can and keep going after the goal. It might take you 5-10 years to do whatever you're trying to do, but just stick to it. Don't give up. And that's what we're doing with this house. So I'll see you guys in another video, and I appreciate you guys taking a minute to talk with me. And I know this is a little bit different of a video, but once this house is finished, I plan on making a very extensive video type of documentary, just showing you guys the entire house and everything that we've done. But that will come in later time. For now, I'll still smoke my pipe, and for all of you, because the question always gets raised what I'm smoking and what I'm smoking it out of. I'm smoking some Aberrant out of a Viking 301. So fantastic pipe and fantastic blend. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye, gentlemen.